If you ask somebody to name an electric car, you can almost guarantee 9 times out of 10 the Nissan Leaf is going to spring to mind. It was the first mass-produced all-electric family car and has continued to sell extremely well since its launch, actually winning the best-selling electric car in Europe in 2018. Early models had a real-life driving range of around 100 miles, or less in the winter, which provided a barrier for many drivers of petrol or diesel cars who might have been considering switching to an EV. The latest Nissan Leaf E Plus now has 239 miles of range, but other car manufacturers are now pulling out cars with 300 miles of range plus. So is the Nissan Leaf still a viable option? Well, we're going to check that out in this video. If you like new car reviews and you're new to my channel, then please don't forget to go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Okay, let's get into it. The Nissan Leaf hasn't changed an enormous amount over the years. It's still very recognisable as Nissan's all-electric vehicle. As you can tell, the main differences from this 66 plate and the new 19 plate is this one has some bubble-style headlights, and on the new vehicle they're integrated into the grille. It now has a much more sleeker and modern-looking grille, but they both still feature the charging ports on the front of the vehicle. The model that we're going to be looking at is the E Plus, which features the larger 65 kilowatt battery. The main differences that you can tell between this and the smaller battery model are very minimal, and that's just the blue trim that runs along the bottom. Overall, the Nissan Leaf remains a family car. As you can see, it has slightly grown over the years, making it more practical. On this higher spec model, you have a black roof and rear tinted windows that give the Leaf a nice sporty feel. Round to the back of the car, you've got these comma style headlights, and then into the boot, that practicality really does continue. The Nissan Leaf's boot is very impressive, with 435 litres of space with the rear seats in place, a huge amount for an electric car. It's also slightly larger than the previous version, which is based on the same platform, thanks to the repositioning of some of the charging electronics, which allow to make it wider. As you can see in this top spec model, the Leaf does feature a Bose sub in the boot. Inside the Nissan Leaf is practical and functional. Everything feels pretty good quality. There's some really nice materials used, a lot of squidgy kind of leathers across the dashboard. However, it's just a little bit boring. There are some flashes of blue to let you know this is an electric vehicle, but overall it's just a little bit dull. This top spec Nissan Leaf really does come kitted out with every bit of specification you could possibly need. I've got keyless entry and start, a satellite navigation, Apple and Android CarPlay, a 360-degree camera with park assist. I've got automatic climate control, heated seats, a heated steering wheel, automatic lights and wipers. I've also got adaptive cruise control, and even on this top spec model I've got a surround Bose sound system. The only thing it seems to be lacking is electrical adjustments on the seats, but to be fair, they are quite rare in electric cars. I do, however, have some gripes with the interior of the Nissan Leaf, and that's that there's just too much going on, there's too many buttons. Now don't get me wrong, I really like to have physical climate control buttons, but everything else just feels a little bit busy and it's making it look a little bit outdated. I also don't like these heated seat buttons, and that's because earlier on today when I was chucking my phone into the dish at the front, it hit one of the heated seats. Okay, that's not too much of an issue, but when you've got an electric car, heated seats use quite a lot of electric. And it's not even like I was getting the benefit because it was on the passenger's side. So I didn't notice until I'd done the whole of my journey and I'd wasted all of that electric on the passenger's heated seat with no one sitting in there. From the outside, the Nissan Leaf might look a really practical family car. And to be fair, the space in the back is still pretty good. However, there are some niggles. Because of the battery, you do sit up quite high in the rear. That's not really a problem if you've got small people, especially for travel sickness, because sitting up higher will help them be able to see out of the front screen. However, if you're taller, then you might struggle for headspace. And then you have the middle seat with the elevated tunnel. Again, because of the battery, it means that you do have this elevated part in the middle. You either have to sit with your knees right above it, or you have to straddle it. But either way, that then makes legroom for the other people sitting in the rear a little bit difficult. It could have been a lot better, and it's a shame that it looks so large from the outside, but getting into the back of the Nissan Leaf is a tiny bit of a letdown. Charging is done using a Type 2 connector, and the onboard charger has a maximum power of 6.6 kilowatts. This charges a fully depleted battery back to full in around 10 hours. Charging the car using a regular wall plug is only recommended for topping up, as it takes around 20 hours and 45 minutes for a full charge. Rapid charging is possible through a CHAdeMO connection. The maximum rapid charge power is 100 kilowatts. The battery can't be charged continuously at this power. In an average rapid charge session, the average charge power will be around 70 kilowatts. This charges the battery from 10 to 80% in around 40 minutes. A rapid charge like this will add around 140 miles of range. This Nissan Leaf E Plus has all of the driving characteristics we've come to recognise from electric cars. It's smooth and it's swift off the line, but it also always has 340 Nm of torque available, which means it's quick and linear in its power delivery. Fitted with the larger 62 kilowatt battery, this newest version of the Nissan Leaf E Plus gets a whopping 215 brake horsepower. Now all of that power actually reduces the Nissan Leaf E Plus's 0 to 62 time to 6.9 seconds, which is hot hatch territory. However, just like all electric cars, once it reaches around 50 miles per hour, that power will then start to tail off. The Nissan Leaf has a couple of options available for regenerative braking. When you first start the car up, it's in drive mode, the standard drive mode you'd be used to. If you pull the lever down once more, that will put you in B mode, which stands for braking. Now every time you come off of the accelerator, it will very lightly apply the brakes to recharge the battery. If you wanted one pedal driving, then the Leaf does have an E-pedal mode. Apply the E-pedal mode and every time you come off the accelerator, it will bring you to a complete stop. Now this does get some getting used to, and if you're new to electric cars, I would start with the B mode and then add up to the E pedal. But once you do get used to it, it really does put the ease into driving. The Leaf E Plus builds on its predecessor's range, tapping into a battery that offers a 55% hike in capacity and around 25% improvement in energy density. That translates to a combined range of 239 miles, and that's a 40% increase on the older, smaller batteried Leaf. Nissan claim that if you go easy on the accelerator, you use all of your eco modes, all of your e-pedal modes, and you drive this car around a city, you can get up to 319 miles of range. But I find that a bit unrealistic. Now I've been driving this car super sensibly, using all of the different E-modes to get the most out of my battery. Now the one thing I have got going against me is it's cold. It's around 6 degrees and I've had to have my heating on. I tried it without the heating and I nearly froze to death. So that's back on, but that should only lose me around 10 miles. But I'm only getting closer to around 200 miles of range. So that's quite a lot off of that claimed 300. I'm not saying it's impossible, and if anyone's done it, then please let me know in the comments below. What I have been doing this week is tracking my mileage and tracking how much battery I've used. So if that sounds interesting to you and you'd like to see exactly how much electric and how much it cost me, then make sure you click the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification to not miss that video. Due to the fact that the Nissan Leaf is front-wheel drive and there is so much torque available, if you accelerate quickly and sharply to nip into a space in traffic and it's wet, then you will find that the wheels will spin slightly and there might be some torque steer. The Leaf is carrying quite a bit of weight, and that means that the steering isn't always the sharpest. It's definitely an improvement over its predecessor, but it does lack some of that connection when you're on the road. Being my first time driving a Nissan Leaf, one thing that's actually really surprised me is it feels quite a large car. Well, it is quite a large car. But the good thing is you've got a good amount of visibility, you've got a nice amount of driving aids like your blind spot monitoring and your adaptive cruise control. So you still feel really comfortable in this car. It's also really good that you've got that 360 camera, so it makes parking super simple as well. If you're looking for a great deal on a new Nissan Leaf, then I think you should head to the website Lease Loco. Lease Loco is the biggest UK car leasing comparison website, and it's so easy to use. This section of the video isn't sponsored, however I do have an affiliate link, so if you click the link in the description box, then you can check out all the great deals. Let's see how easy it is to get a good deal on a new Nissan Leaf. You begin by deciding whether you'd like a personal or a business lease. At that point you can then set your monthly budget. Let's go for £250. Hit find a deal, and this will automatically bring up the deals that they have on offer. Hit the filter, and then you can change your deposit amount. Let's go for a maximum of £2,000. You can change your miles per year, the term it's over, the make, the model, so many different options. Let's go for electric. It's automatically in order of the best possible deals. This score here is the Loco score, so it shows you just how high the offer is compared to the other market valuations. As you can see, the Nissan Leaf is one of the highest contenders. Let's hit review deals. As you can see, there's a great deal on a new Nissan Leaf, and they're in stock with instant delivery, under £200 a month and under £2,000 deposit. Just how easy was that? And deals on the new Nissan Leaf start with deposits from just £250. So don't forget, if you want access to all of those great deals, then make sure you click the link in my description box and head over to Lease Loco. Thank you so much for watching this video today. If you liked it, please go ahead and give it a massive thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye!